So the Hornets have to begin the fourth as well. And we are underway in New Orleans, where the Lakers did win one of the two games last year. It'll be David West slamming by Bynum. The pick and roll game. The Lakers knew they'd see a lot of that. Chris Paul, he fills it up for his first bucket of the game. The creative Chris Paul. And it's a three-point game, just like that. Paul, all the way to the hole. He tried to get the contact. He'll take the basket. He looked over and thought there was a foul. 10-9, 5 minutes gone by. It'll be Chris Paul. Yeah,
and that's what he's going to look to do now. He's going to look to be very offensive-minded.
David West. He gets it on the left side of the rim. So far in the second quarter, the Lakers 8-0 in second chance points, 11-1 overall in the game. They've done all the little things well. Paul probing for West, and he got Bynum out of position. So he showed some patience, didn't he? David West stayed planted. David West will get it off in time, and I guess so. The dunk for David West.
Oh, and here's the first turnover.
Yep. Easy points to start things off for Chris Paul and Kobe from Fish. It'll roll off to West. So the Lakers at 45% in the first half. Paul's got a crease. Andrew Bynum sends it back out, though.
The guy, though.
Yep, he can get it back in it. 5-0 to start, as that's the first basket of the game for Stojakovic. He was 0 for 8, now 1 for 9. Now it's going to be up to the Lakers to stay in the plan defensively. As Chris Paul, he didn't get those in the first half at all. It's back to 16, 53-37. Kobe beat Peterson with the left hand. It'll be batted out, but comes off to Mo Peterson. Got Chris Paul. Yeah, you got a guard. Stojakovic. So he spaces, he spots up, and will be an early timeout for the Lakers. So a +8 already in the third quarter, as the Lakers led by 21, and it's quickly down to 13. Andrew Bynum doesn't get the roll. Rusted a little bit.
And you can see they're trying to force the tempo so that they don't have to play against 5-on-5.
All of a sudden, it's down to 11. Kobe leaving it off for Radmanovic, who blows the dunk. And Chris Paul comes away with it.
Wow. You just can't blow opportunities like that.
It's Tyson Chandler from Chris Paul. So the Lakers weren't burned on the pick and roll in the first half like they have been earlier in the second half. Paul on the pick and roll. Good job again. Chris Paul will get it, but they did not let him float inside.
He is so good.
He's a glider. He's smooth. 16 for Chris Paul.
7 out of 11 from the field. He's got 16 points, 8 assists.
5 of the shot clock for Posey's triple. And James Posey.
That's what he's here for.
He brings them back to 14, the closest they were. And that was the opening 3 minutes of the second half. They got it down to 11. Chris Paul, too good a look. So, closest they have been since the opening 3 minutes of the second half when they got it down to 11. Chris Paul, too easy that time, 81-67.
So he's got 20 points. Now he needs one more assist, and he's got his 20-10, which everyone anticipated him getting in. Got to catch the spot-up shooters.
It'll be Paul for a layup. Down to 7, 81-74. So all of a sudden, Chris Paul gets into the paint way too regularly. Behind Tyson Chandler. It's another for Chris Paul. Back to 7.
Does he ever miss?
Chris Paul. He sends up David West. And it's down to 5. Inside of 2 to play. And Kobe, too strong. David West. So not many touches in the half-court sets for the Lakers. One and done. Paul makes it a three-point game. 83-80. It is disintegrated. It was as many as 23 in the second half. Just stay away from the foul. They give the easy one to Paul. Get it across the line, and the Lakers are 7-0. 7-0 to start the new season. 4-0 on the road.